Hello, today I'm back with some cleaning motivation. This was the end of the day. I was tired. I did not want to get this done, but sometimes you just have to push through. So this is what we were looking like, and it's time to get sorted. So I started off with washing. I had a lot of clean washing on the table, and I'd already folded a huge pile of it earlier on in the day. Why is it that folding the clean, dry washing is always the hardest part of the process? If you're new to my content, then hello, my name is Leanne. We live in a 4-bed rented house in Skegness, and I share all the ways that we make our rented house a home. And unfortunately for me, because I'm not a fan, cleaning is a big part of that. Now that I've finished folding all the washing and the ironing board is clear, that means I can get the ironing board put away, which instantly makes the dining room look loads tidier. And then we're moving on to the guinea pigs. They need their cage freshening up. So I emptied it all out, moved it out the way, cleaned the floor underneath before putting them back. This is Ginger. I had also put Jeffrey in the cage, but I didn't realise it wasn't filming at that point. But there we go. There's Ginger and there's Jeffrey. He's just about to pop his head out. And they're nice and happy. Now they have a fresh new liner. I'd missed a couple of bits of washing that were hanging over the back of this chair, so I just folded them, put them on hangers, and then finally took the full basket of washing upstairs. I wonder how many days it's going to take me to put it away. I then moved on to the table and the floor under the table, because if I can keep the table clean, it makes such a big difference to this room, but it just becomes a dumping ground and lots of stuff gets piled up on it. Something that I'm really trying to work hard on is getting things done with what time and energy I have. As a perfectionist, I am very guilty of, if I do not have the time or the energy to do it to perfection, I will not bother doing it at all. And obviously that means a lot of the time the house is left in a mess and I just don't get around to getting it done. That only makes life harder for myself though. So on this evening, I told myself, just keep going until you're tired, until you've had enough, and that's exactly what I did. So the room wasn't perfect when I was finished, but it was so much better. Also, if I do little and often when I can, eventually I will get to a point where the house is at a state that I'm happy with. You might have noticed over there in the corner that we have lost one of the doors on the Billy bookcase. It's come loose and we need to work out how to fix it. That is absolutely driving me insane every time I walk into the dining room. I was very much running out of steam at this point, but there were a couple of spaces that I just wanted to sort quickly. This corner, the side table, was one of them. Also, these reed diffusers have been on top of the fireplace for well over a week. These were sent by Crystalinas and I would recommend them to anybody. You can find them in Home Bargains and they are so affordable and they are absolutely brilliant. I've put one on the dining table and it just smells so good every time you walk in. And now we're almost at the finishing line. I just did a quick vacuum across the rest of the room and here is the satisfying after. Not perfect, but so much better. And I had time to sit down with my Kindle for 10 minutes before Noah's bedtime. Thanks for watching.